Hawkeye basketball is brought to you in part by Busch Beer, the beer with a taste as smooth as its name. By Counter, your best corn insecticide, Bandit or Inferno. Put your money where your crop is. Use Counter. By Hy-Vee Food Stores, lots of little differences you'll like. And by America's Dairy Farmers, American Dairy Association. Drink milk and make your meals sing with real cheese. Just about ready for the start of the second half. Here is the tail of the tape in the first half. Our first half statistics. Iowa shooting 46%. Wow, Indiana 59%. I wouldn't have expected that.
I really didn't either. Indiana did not shoot well at the opening part. They did not miss many shots later on. You look at the rebounding, 25-9. Turnovers just 6 and 6. You think with that kind of rebounding advantage, the Hawkeyes would be out further ahead.
Individual scoring, Marble with 10 points. Even scoring for the Hawkeyes, Gamble with 9, as well as Eddie Horton. Garrett, the big man for Indiana, leads the Hoosiers with 12 points. Alford held to just 7 points in the first half. Eddie Horton with 9 rebounds for the Hawkeyes. Iowa dominating Indiana as they have done all season long. In fact, Iowa has out-rebounded every team they have played this year.
And they have outshot every team from the field except one. They won that battle 16 times in the 17 games. The only time they did not outshoot their opponent percentage-wise was North Carolina State. But they've got a long ways to go here when you start looking at the percentage. It's 59 and 46% in that first half. Indiana 59%.
Garrett 6 out of 7 from the floor. Thomas 4 out of 5. Smart 2 out of 3. It's been Alford that's been off 1 out of 5. 3 fouls on Callaway, 3 fouls on Smart to start the second half. Keep that in mind. It's Iowa's ball. Inside to Lohaus, gets his man in the air and almost missed the shot. Iowa by 4. The little freshman, Tony Freeman, starts the second half for Bobby Knight, and so does Steve Alford. Pops from 15.
And Freeman gets that starting position for the second half rather than Smart.
Horton powers his way up for the hoop. Thomas hits the deck. Horton now with 10 points. Well, it was about the 9 or 10 minute mark that Tony Freeman came into the ball game, and he was the one that got them back into it, running an offense, running that break. So he has earned a second half start.
He's played under control with good patience. Keith Smart had gotten out of control a couple times.
Iowa switching on defense, trying to help out. Inside, Thomas gets the roll, and he's fouled. Daryl Thomas fouled by Horton.
Those are the high school teammates right there from St. Joe's High School in Chicago. Freeman inside. Again, the Iowa people gotten lost along the baseline defensively. Thomas standing on the block just waiting for the penetration.
Thomas cuts the lead to 1, 50-49. Horton comes up out of the high post. They leave him open. He takes it. Gamble tries to pull it down. It bounces into the hands of Ricky Callaway. Indiana can take the lead. Freeman on top. Iowa sinking back into that zone this time down floor. Callaway pulls up from 10 and puts it down. And Indiana takes the lead, 51-50, the first time in the ball game that the Hoosiers have led. Lohaus from 20. Yes. They are leaving him open, leaving that shot open. Brad's got to take advantage of it.
Indiana has really dropped off Horton and Lohaus.
Callaway uncontested for the slam on the baseline. Another breakdown defensively.
Baseline quickness by Indiana has hurt the Hawkeyes.
Pass inside to Marble, almost thrown away. Horton is fouled. Tony Freeman picks up his second. Second team foul of the half against Indiana. Check that, the first team foul.
See if the Hawkeyes can work a screen opportunity on the inside game.
The lob inside to Horton. Blocked by Garrett. Lohaus tried to throw it off Gamble. Actually tried to throw it off Alford. Instead he hit Gamble, and Gamble came up with it. Pressure in the backcourt. 54-53 Iowa. Freeman dribbles through the double team. Garrett with the rebound and scores.
Garrett's made a huge difference in this Indiana from last year. Intimidating.
They'll give the basketball to Iowa underneath. Lohaus couldn't hit the three-pointer. It's off Indiana. The Hawkeyes will have it underneath. Indiana with a 1-point lead. Horton fouled by Alford. Indiana is letting Iowa catch that ball deep inside.
And Indiana that time went to sleep defensively. They were looking around, deciding what they were going to set up. Official handed the ball quickly. Opportunity for the Hawkeyes to score.
Roy Marble checks out. Kent Hill was going to come into the ball game, but Ed Horton is at the line. He'll come for him if he hits the free throw. Jeff Moe is into the game for the first time in the second half.
This would be Hill's first quality playing time in a couple games. Hawkeyes have used Gary Wright as the backup center with Ed Horton.
Horton with 11 points so far tonight. Hits them both. Kent Hill, a 6'6" junior from Wichita, Kansas, checks in. 2-on-2 break. Callaway and Alford. Callaway comes up with a beautiful feed by Alford.
Kent Hill did not get back on defense to get himself in position to stop that break.
1-point lead for the Hoosiers, 57-56. On top to Hill, now to Gamble.
And the Hawkeyes have got to look. Kent Hill's got to make himself a shooter.
Armstrong puts it up. It'll count.
Indiana just backed off Hill like they did Horton. Hill reverses BJ. Crossover step. Gets right to the free throw line. Freeman, much smaller, just reaches for the ball, misses it, gets an arm. Armstrong goes to the free throw line. In the shoot around today, BJ won the free throw contest.
Shooting 77% on the year. That was just his first 2 points of the ball game. Iowa with a 1-point lead. Armstrong makes it 2. Pressure in the backcourt. They get it inbounds to Tony Freeman. Freeman has been the press breaker. Tipped by B.J. Armstrong into Thomas's hands. Kevin Gamble picks up the foul, his second.
Looked like Thomas almost hooked on that. Good power move, though, on the inside. Thomas, really probably one of the most underrated players in the Big Ten. Extremely strong upper body. Doesn't do anything outside his capabilities.
Thomas, the second leading scorer on this ball club. He's averaging 15 points a ball game, 73% on the year from the line. He's got 14 points tonight. Perfect from the line, 5 of 5, and we are tied once again at 59 to lead. Going back and forth, Iowa and Indiana. Back with more on the Iowa Television Network.